I manifested everything I wanted. The business hit 7 figures. The relationship was picture perfect on Instagram. The house, the car, the lifestyle, all of it came together exactly like I visualized. And I was absolutely miserable. In fact, I was more anxious, more depressed, and more disconnected than I'd ever been in my life. And if you've been doing all the manifestation work, if you've been visualizing and affirming and raising your vibration, but something still feels off, if success feels empty, or if you're scared that getting what you want won't actually make you happy, this video is going to explain exactly why that's happening and what to do about it. I'm talking to you today as someone who spent years in the manifestation world. I read every book. I did every ritual. I worked with the top coaches. And it worked. I manifested the exact life I said I wanted. But here's what no one told me. When you manifest from a wounded place, when you're using manifestation to avoid feeling your pain, you don't actually heal. You just create a prettier prison. And that's what happened to me. Before we go deeper, if you're ready for the real conversation about manifestation, the one that includes the shadow work no one wants to talk about, hit that subscribe button. This channel is about truth, not just feel-good content. Let me take you back to 3 years ago. I had just closed the biggest deal of my career. 6-figure contract. I remember sitting in my office looking at the signed agreement, and I felt nothing. Actually, that's not true. I felt terrified, because I realized in that moment that I had been using achievement as a way to avoid feeling not good enough. And now that I had the achievement, I still felt not good enough. The goalpost just moved. Now it was, well, you need to hit 8 figures, or you need to get on this stage, or you need this level of recognition. The wound was still there. I had just decorated it with success. And here's where it gets really dark. I started having panic attacks. Full-blown, can't breathe, think I'm dying panic attacks. And I remember thinking, how is this possible? I manifested everything. I did the work. I'm supposed to be happy now. But Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychologists of all time, said that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. What he meant is that if you don't face your shadow, the parts of yourself you've rejected and repressed, they will run your life from behind the scenes. And manifestation without shadow work is just spiritual bypassing. It's using positive thinking to avoid negative feelings. Now I want you to check in with yourself for a second. Have you ever achieved something you really wanted and then felt empty? Have you ever noticed that no matter how much you manifest, there's always something missing? Have you ever felt guilty for not being happy when you have so much to be grateful for? If you're nodding your head right now, you're not broken. You're just manifesting from your wound instead of your wholeness. Here's what the manifestation industry doesn't tell you. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that people who achieved major life goals, wealth, status, relationship milestones, reported only temporary increases in happiness that returned to baseline within months. They called it hedonic adaptation. But here's the more disturbing part. A 2022 study from the American Psychological Association found that high achievers, the people who are quote-unquote successful at manifesting their goals, have significantly higher rates of anxiety and depression than the general population. We're talking about a 40% higher rate of anxiety disorders. Let that sink in. The people who are winning at manifestation are losing at mental health. And if you're finding value in this right now, if this is landing for you, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people who need to hear the truth about manifestation. So why does this happen? Why does manifesting your dreams sometimes make you feel worse? It's because most manifestation teaching focuses on getting what you want, but it ignores why you want it. And usually, we want things because we believe they'll fix how we feel about ourselves. We think if I make this much money, then I'll feel secure. If I find this relationship, then I'll feel lovable. If I achieve this level of success, then I'll feel worthy. But here's the problem. You're trying to use external achievement to heal an internal wound. And it doesn't work. Dr. Brach, who's done groundbreaking work on radical acceptance, explains that when we chase goals from a place of feeling not enough, we're actually reinforcing the belief that we're not enough. We're saying to ourselves, I need to become something different than what I am in order to be okay. And so even when we get the thing, the underlying belief is still there. I remember sitting with my therapist about 6 months into my success-induced anxiety, and she asked me a question that broke me open. She said, "What are you afraid would happen if you stopped achieving?" And I immediately started crying. Because what came up was, if I stop achieving, people will see that I'm not actually special. They'll see that I'm just ordinary. They'll leave. And there it was. The wound. The core belief that I wasn't enough as I was. I had been using manifestation as a way to prove my worth instead of healing the belief that I wasn't worthy. This is what Marianne Williamson calls spiritual materialism. It's when we use spiritual practices, manifestation, meditation, positive thinking, not for genuine growth, but as another way to achieve and perform and prove ourselves. And it's exhausting, because there's no finish line. You can never achieve your way out of feeling unworthy. So here's the dark truth about manifestation that no one wants to say out loud. If you manifest from your wound, you will attract experiences that mirror that wound. If you're manifesting from fear of not having enough, you'll create situations that reinforce scarcity even when you have abundance. If you're manifesting from fear of being alone, you'll attract relationships where you feel abandoned even when the person is right there. The wound doesn't go away just because you got what you wanted. In fact, it often gets louder because now you can't blame your unhappiness on not having the thing. But here's the good news. Once you understand this, once you realize that manifestation without healing is just rearranging the furniture in your prison, you can start doing the real work. And the real work is shadow integration. It's turning towards the parts of yourself you've been trying to manifest away from. The not enoughness, the fear, the shame, the anger, the grief, all of it. Carl Jung said that the shadow is 90% gold, meaning the parts of yourself you've rejected are actually where your power lives. When you integrate your shadow, when you stop rejecting parts of yourself, you stop needing external validation. You stop needing to prove anything. And from that place, manifestation becomes something completely different. You're not trying to fix yourself. You're expressing yourself. So let me give you the practice that changed everything for me. I call it the Shadow Integration Manifestation Protocol. First, before you set any manifestation goal, ask yourself, why do I want this? And then ask, and what do I believe I'll feel when I have this? Keep asking until you get to the core feeling. Usually it's something like, I'll feel safe, or I'll feel worthy, or I'll feel loved. Second, turn towards that feeling of not being safe or worthy or loved right now. Sit with it. Let it be there. This is the shadow work. You're meeting the part of yourself that feels the lack. Third, practice self-compassion with that part. Instead of trying to fix it or change it, just acknowledge it. I see that you feel not enough. I'm here with you. You don't need to change for me to love you. This is radical acceptance. Fourth, once you've sat with the shadow, once you've offered it compassion, then ask yourself, what would I create if I already felt worthy? What would I manifest if I already felt safe? This is manifestation from wholeness. You're not trying to get something to feel better. You're creating because it's an expression of who you are. And fifth, integrate both. Hold the shadow and the light at the same time. I can acknowledge I feel scared and still take action. I can see my wounds and still create. This is wholeness. A 2023 study from the Journal of Clinical Psychology found that participants who combined goal setting with emotional processing and self-compassion had significantly better mental health outcomes and were more likely to achieve their goals than those who focused on goal setting alone. In other words, manifestation plus shadow work actually works better than manifestation alone. Look, here's what I want you to understand. You are not broken because manifestation hasn't made you happy. You're actually waking up to something deeper. The real manifestation isn't about getting stuff. It's about becoming whole. It's about integrating all parts of yourself so that you're not at war with yourself anymore. And from that place of integration, yes, you can still create, yes, you can still achieve, but it comes from overflow, not from lack. It comes from expression, not from compensation. So here's my challenge for you. For the next 7 days, before you do any manifestation practice, spend 5 minutes sitting with your shadow. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now that I don't want to feel? And instead of trying to vibrate higher or think more positively, just be with it. Meet it with compassion. And then notice what wants to be created from that place of wholeness. Come back to this video in 7 days and leave a comment telling me what you discovered. And if you're ready to go deeper into this work, if you want a complete system for shadow integration and conscious manifestation, I've created a program called the Whole Self Blueprint. It's a 60-day journey that combines shadow work, manifestation, and nervous system regulation. You can find the link in the description below. We do this work together because healing isn't a solo project. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Like this video if it resonated. Share it with someone who's been hustling and manifesting but still feels empty inside. And drop a comment below. Tell me, what have you been trying to manifest away from instead of healing? I read every comment. The truth is, you don't need to be fixed. You need to be integrated. And when you stop running from your shadow and start embracing it, that's when real transformation happens. Not just in what you have, but in who you are. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one.